Former juvenile probation officer Zakiya Esper is busy sowing seeds into the Midlands, and that just happens to be the name of the organization she founded. Zakiya's personal experiences working with youth in the juvenile court system inspired her to create an organization that could provide youth in the Midlands with the critical support services that are so badly needed. The MinorityEye sat down with Zakiya to discuss the mission of Sowing Seeds into the Midlands and its goal to prepare mentors who are willing to stand in the gap and be present for the youth of the Midlands. So Zakiya, how you doing today?
I'm well, thanks. I'm really excited to be here.
I'm glad I could sit down and talk with you. You've started an organization that is getting a lot of attention. Could you tell us a little bit about Sowing Seeds into the Midlands?
Sure. We are a small nonprofit organization that's based right here in the Midlands. We were incorporated last October, and we're really super excited about launching our very first program, which is our mentoring program here in January.
Okay. So now tell us, how did you come up with this concept, Sowing Seeds? And I know a little bit about your background, so tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I started out in the human services profession when I was 19. I worked at Florence Crittenden Programs of South Carolina. It's a group home based in Charleston. They serve pregnant teenagers, and at that time they were just unwed mothers. I had a great time working there with the youth. I was really excited and inspired about the work that they were doing in the group home and the way they poured into them and let them know that their circumstances didn't determine their future. So I decided to major in sociology and went on to work at the Department of Juvenile Justice. Started out in Charleston County and transferred to Richland County. So I was a juvenile probation officer. While I worked there, I had a number of clients, I would say over 300, and I got court orders that came to my desk with my kids, and they were court ordered to do things like mentoring, tutoring, GED prep, really, really simple things, nothing outrageous. And I found repeatedly that there were no services out here for these kids. The ones that were there were always full. So I was really frustrated by the fact that I couldn't simply refer a child who was in need to a mentoring program, which was court ordered, which meant that either they weren't going to successfully complete their probation, or even worse, they weren't going to get these services that we already knew they needed. So I decided in August that it was time to step out on faith and try to fill the gap for these kids.
Okay. So could you tell us a little bit about the type of kids that your organization would service?
Sure. We service all kids. For me, delinquent children are deep for me, just because that's where my roots are from. I'm from DJJ, and I'm from Florence Crittenden, where we had kids who were considered delinquent or troubled. But I think Seeds provides services that can benefit all children. I think every child needs to have a mentor, somebody there that's not in their family, that's not their mom or dad or their teacher, who can say, hey, I care about you, I like you, and I want to see you do great things, and I want to spend time with you. No strings attached. I think all kids need that safe place outside of the home and the school where they can go and express themselves and find advice or just have somebody to hang out with. I think every kid needs that.
Okay. Does your organization provide services to boys and girls?
Yes.
Or is there an age?
13 to 18. And we service the Midlands area, which the 8 major counties, but our goal initially, because we're so new, is to focus on the Richland County area.
Okay. Give us a little idea, like when you say mentoring, what type, if I was to send my son or daughter there, what type of activities would they be engaged in?
Sure. Our mentors have to commit to a 1-year commitment with their juvenile or their youth. So basically they'll come in and be screened and trained and oriented so that they know how to identify with the kids and where they should and should not take them, what's appropriate, what's not. Okay. So in our opinion, you should take your kid to maybe the movies, take them out to the park to play catch, or take them to Starbucks to work on their homework. Never in your home, never in private places. Our mentors are to meet with their juveniles or their youth in a public space that's appropriate. We are requiring our mentors to attend 6 out of 12 of community service programs each month that we will make sure that we schedule. So Seeds will do a community service activity every month, and the mentors should bring their mentees with them to at least 6 of those 12 events. So your child, if you were to refer them to Seeds, would meet with their mentor at least once a month and do one of those activities I just explained, they would hear from them at least every week, via telephone, text message, email. If it's just a, hey, how are you doing? I hope your week's going well. This mentor should reach out to their youth every week. And then 6 months out of those 12, they'll see them twice because they'll have to come to the community service event.
Okay. Now, your mentors, if I wanted to get involved and become a mentor, is there an age group that you're looking for as far as mentors, male, female, I would assume? Tell us a little bit, how do we become a mentor for Sowing Seeds into the Midlands?
Sure. We're looking for people 25 and up, just so that we make sure the relationships are appropriate. Men and women, males and females. We don't discriminate, and we're not just looking for teachers or counselors, educators, nothing like that. I believe that everyone has something to offer a child. If you come in and we screen you, you're not trying to be malicious. You know, we're going to do background checks to make sure that our mentors are safe for our youth to be around, and we'll train you and orient you. Once we give you those skills, you will inherit. You have something in you. Everybody does, to give to the kids that we're going to be serving.
Okay. Now, does your organization only take referrals from the state or county, or can anybody just say, hey, I would like my child to have a mentor?
Anybody. We're looking for anybody that's in the Midlands area that wants a mentor. Give us a call, and we'll hook them up with a great adult who's trained and appropriate and wants to give that time to that child.
Zakiya, before I let you get out of here, do you guys have any events or anything coming up that we should be aware of?
Yes. We have our Season for Seeds holiday campaign going on right now. Between now and the 31st, we're asking that people help us raise $5,000 to help kickstart our mentoring program. You can go to our website and just click donate, and our You Caring campaign link is right there for you.
Okay. Could you leave us with some contact numbers in case somebody wanted to reach out, or a way to contact you?
Sure. Go to our website, www.sowingseedsmidlands.org. You could also reach me by email, zdesper@sowingseedsmidlands.org.
Okay. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
Thanks for having me.